Today is the Dreamsicle road trip episode. I took a trip down to see Ryan's facility at biologicalcanvas. But I think there's only one non-Dreamsicle or non-Dreamsicle project, Snake, in this whole video. I really think he's at the top of his game. I think there's a couple world's first in this video, acid Dreamsicles. Man, I don't need to ramble on anymore. If you're not hooked by now, well, I don't know how to help you. Let's go.
So I believe he's a yellow belly confusion dreamsicle. That's what I think he is.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here today. My name is Adam. If we've not met before, this is the Proper Royals channel. This is where I document my journey from ball python hobbyist to ball python business, and we document everything right here. Today's episode's a little bit different. I took a road trip in February of 2023 around north central Florida to see some breeders and to see what they have going on at their facility. A gentleman named Ryan and I had become we talked some on Instagram, but I never met him or anything. I was out and about, and he actually asked if I would be willing to help him do some ultrasounding. I said, yeah, you know what, I can do that, and I'll be out on this ball python road trip anyhow. Why don't I come by the house? And I said, you know what, do you think I could film some while I'm there? He said, man, that'd be great. It was a good deal all around. Great afternoon of camaraderie. And let me tell you, man, just like I said in the intro, Ryan is killing it on the Dreamsicle project. And I think there's a couple world's first in this video. When I was editing, I was like, I think he just said there haven't been any others of some of these. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise. It's a really, really neat, high-end, exquisite, beautifully kept facility. You'll see it is pristine, totally clean, beautiful, and I'm really, really impressed. Really glad I got to go hang out with Ryan and see those animals. I don't know when I would ever see, that quantity of quality Dreamsicles all in one place. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to check out my LinkTree link down below. There's all sorts of ways to get in touch with me on there. Morph Market, Patreon if you're interested in supporting me, or a tier where I support you as well. Instagram, Morph Market, all of that, and my email's on there. If you email me, I will email you a monthly inventory list free of charge. That is where I post my animals first for sale, other than the Patreon members. They get it very, very first. Also, please check out REDLINE Shipping. They help make this show possible today. They are our sponsor, as well as Cold Blooded Cafe. REDLINE Shipping, I truly think they have the very, very best customer experience for shipping live reptiles in the whole industry. I was a customer of theirs and very impressed before I ever did business with them on a sponsorship level, and that's why I'm so proud to be aligned with them. I believe in their product. I was a user before it. Use the promo code PROPER5 at checkout to get an extra $5 off of your label, and they already have great prices to begin with, but you're going to get an extra $5 just for watching the Proper Royals channel. Also, if you feed frozen thawed rodents, which I recommend, I'm not here to tell you how to feed, but I do recommend it. It's what I feed my animals that I'm able to, and I only use cold-blooded cafe rodents. The highest quality that I've found, as well as their preparation methods. From a background in food preparation, I'm very, very confident in being aligned with Cold Blooded Cafe, and I'm proud that they're a sponsor of the Proper Royals channel. They are going to give you 10% off your entire order one time if you use the promo code PROPER10. 10% off with the promo code PROPER10. Let's jump in and check out Ryan at Biologicalcanvas and his amazing Dreamsicle project. What's this up top there?
That's a double Renka. So before Vivarium and Spider Electronics, everybody was using those like the early 2000s.
Oh, okay. So it's a thermostat?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
See, there's two separate probes here.
Oh, okay.
It's two separate systems. So if one happens to fail,
yeah,
the other one's going to catch it. So they're never going to overheat.
So you got the redundancy, and that,
yeah.
And those
that's for this right here.
That's your room temp, is what that's going on with the space heater.
I would hate for this to ever stick on and just make it 110 degrees in here or something.
Right,
you know what I mean? It's nice fail safe.
Cool. I haven't seen those before.
Yeah, that's what everybody was using in the early 2000s before Spider Robotics.
Yeah.
And VE was making these and.
Yep. And so you got your setup on the the whole rack's on the 300, or you have it split up?
Yeah, I have this on this whole thing right here. I got that on this one. They're all marked, and I got another. I bought this used from somebody, and it came with another double Renko there.
Oh, you have those? Yeah, that's crazy. I like I said, I haven't seen those before.
Yeah, I asked him if he had a thermostat, and he's like, I got a double Renko. I was like, oh, I like those. They're hard to get. And, I'll show you what a 10-year-old lavender female looks like. It's pretty cool what they develop into. And you can see how much lavender she's got. As for 10 years old, all those. I don't know if you're familiar with this. The T positive. It's they're actually leaking melanin.
Okay.
That's what's happening, and they don't all turn out like this. Some lavenders don't really pull in all that melanin. Yeah. And so she laid a slug. So she had a big clutch for the previous owner. And at 2 months after I had her, she had like a retained slug that she laid.
Oh, wow.
That's not a big deal, but then she started getting respiratory infections. I took her like 3 times to the vet, John Rossi in Jacksonville. He's written books on. Yeah. We kept pumping her with the antibiotics and stuff, and it's just kind of weird. I had her tested for NIDO too. I sent it off to Fish Head Labs or whatever, and came back clean. Pastel Dreamsicle male here, it's looking nice, and they look a lot better in the sunlight. Let me pull him right over here.
Check it out.
I feel like you can see their color better in sunlight.
Yeah, the natural color is always better. And I mean, honestly, the camera never really picks up their true colors.
Yeah,
like that. A lot of times, like people are like, Dreamsicles are kind of cool, but they kind of look albino. And then you're like, nah, see them in person, man. It's a whole different situation.
Yeah. And pastels, I wish I don't have any normal Dreamsicles, not this size. Yeah. To compare to a pastel, just so you can see what the difference is. Yeah. But that
one's incredibly vibrant, though.
Yeah, he's nice. His mom is incredible. I only have 2 of those left. I got 2 males left of those. Even better than him, there was I did a pastel Dreamsicle to pastel Dreamsicle, and I got 3 supers and 1 regular pastel. Okay. The 1 regular pastel is insane. This is her right here. I'll pull her out. And she's just got her colors just off the charts. Like that. I mean, you can see how there's oranges in the sides. And she's like almost fully striped.
Yeah, did you see that stripe right down the back?
Yeah. Her color is really good. That side color like that, it's just bright orange. And they get better and better, pastel Dreamsicles do. I'll show you an adult in a little bit. But she was the only, I got all three supers and 1 regular pastel. She's a hold back and keeping her. She's too nice to let go.
It's the best part of breeding, right? You're like, man, this one, stay in this one with me.
So her 2 siblings, they're a lot bigger than her. She had a slow start. Here's one. This is the initial super pastel hold back. So they definitely they changed quite a bit, and she had a lot more contrast and stuff. She's kind of dirty, but I like the eye stripes. See how it's like electric yellow, and I can't really get that in pictures. How electric.
And even the purple contrast next to it. Yeah, I'm trying to get it on the camera here. Yeah, it is picking it up some.
Is it? Yeah, it's cool. So it's Justin was. Back in one of his Dreamsicle videos, he was like, yeah, I got banned of the super pastel Dreamsicle. This step too far with the pastel. He likes pastel, but he thought the super was too far. Hey, even if I don't know how it's going to look as a full adult, but it's going to produce all pastels. So.
I was going to say, yeah, if that's the end of the road, I guess you could make that statement. Otherwise, we're going to keep it going.
I think they're still pretty cool. She doesn't really have what I would expect out of a normal. You kind of get that fuzziness in pastel pies. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's she doesn't have much of that. Her sister definitely looks like that. I'll pull her out for you.
And what do you have here? A stock of 25, 30 snakes?
Something like that, 30, 40, something like that.
It's a great example of staying focused on a project. The stuff you have is killer.
Yeah,
no fluff, no messing around, man.
Yeah, I got a couple that are kind of lower end, and so this is another one. She's got even more of a head, more of that electric in her head.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's a very cool head.
Yeah, those purples coming in. I know this little spot you could barely see, when she was it was you could barely make that out, and it's just coming in stronger and stronger. Huh? But you can see just the kind of fuzzy, the faded, weird pastel look. She's got more of that. In a killer or super pastel.
Yep. Actually, right there is like the sweet spot of light.
Is it?
It's washing it out some. Yeah, just from the way that, I guess probably from the way I have it set up.
Yeah.
I usually film in pretty dark room.
Okay.
On my show and stuff. So. Did I see you had you got a confusion in there? Acid?
Yep. Yeah, I do. So he's my main breeder, and he's getting skinny. Like he's locked 9 times with 3 different females, 3, 3, 3, and he stopped eating. I just moved him from a 40 down back to a 10. I'm hoping that'll help spur him back to eat. Sometimes they do. I've never really gone from here to there, but I decided I'd try that with 2 of my males. I'll pull him out for you. And it's just, he's cool.
He is cool. He still looks really good.
He proved out het pied.
Oh, cool.
So he's blackhead, confusion, lavender, het pied. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Where'd you get him from?
Justin Kavelka.
You did, okay.
And he had real good tracks. He was like a 50% possible het pied with really good, markers. Justin said, I think he's going to prove out. And
you get him tested?
No, I just bred them.
Oh, from breeding, yeah. Can you show us the tracks on them? They're kind of hard to see on lavenders in my experience.
I don't know how easy they are. Okay, there you go. This kind of goes all the way to the vent, the line there.
Yeah.
The line right there. The other side might be longer. I'm not sure. No, that's kind of the longer side.
It's on that side, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty...
goes all the way to the vent right there.
That's a pretty good explanation of it, though.
Yep.
Cool.
But his lavender, I mean, it's just lavender mixed with this like neon orange yellow. You don't see that kind of combination. I think the confusion, is really the confusion blackhead combo is just it's just great. I think he was 400 grams when he was locking.
He just doesn't go, man.
Yeah, I got real lucky with him.
Yep.
He didn't. See his white on his face.
Yeah. Right
there. It's like his lips. So that would be black on a confusion or an acid.
Right.
And so it turns white with the lavender.
That's really cool.
You get that white, snake. You get the lavender, and then you get the color. My backup with him, I have basically 2 main males. Is from Aussie Boyd's. He's been terrible for me, like just as far as not eating, and not growing. He's older than him, and haven't got him to lock with a single. He's an ODYB leopard inchie pied. So I was trying to make get inchies look great with Dreamsicle lavender stuff.
Especially bringing out purples and stuff on that.
OD's great.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got every gene you want with it. So I was just trying to make some next level combos and. Can't get him to do anything.
Hey, while we're looking at, I was thinking to myself, nice job on how, just clean.
I do clean in here. It's not always perfectly clean.
Well, but I mean, still. But so, what do? You run no cocoa anywhere?
I try to stay away from it as much as I can.
Yeah.
And so I utilize cocoa for getting animals back on feeding.
Okay.
So just to change their environment.
Yeah.
And I know Brian Barczyk said in one of his podcasts that one of the reasons he runs all paper is because he would lose a male every season. So their hemipenes would get, caught up in the cocoa.
Oh, man.
And so he lost 1 male per season. That's when he switched over completely to paper.
Huh. And so what do you do for humidity? Is it high enough here in Florida? Or, I mean, in this room you got some forced... Well,
yeah.
Actually,
I have most of it,
Yeah, you've got the forced air blocked off,
Yeah, I just when they're going in shed, I just pour some water in there, and that's basically
that's about it, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I run very little cocoa. I use just a little up front.
I saw that you do paper and cocoa, right?
Yeah,
a little bit of combo.
Yeah, just a little bit, and it helps keep up humidity, and I actually like the smell of it a little bit, you know. And,
but that's one thing with paper. Once they go to the bathroom, you can smell it in the whole room.
Yeah,
so I have a small enough collection. I go through here daily.
I was gonna say I don't spot clean. I clean. I pull it, dump it, and I got 8 or 10 extra fresh tubs.
Yeah, and you got
reline them, just and then sink. Done.
Yeah, you got the best sink in the business.
One of these days I'll have the animals to match it, man. This is great. All right, cool.
So he's awesome.
Yeah.
Lavs. I think they're both confusion. I believe they are. You'll see what I'm talking about. And this guy's growing like crazy. I'm hoping he'll fill in for those 2 males that are kind of. So
wow.
So I believe he's a yellow belly confusion dreamsicle. That's what I think he is. He's got a big meal in him. His color is really intense. When Justin created the confusion lavenders, they had like extra lines down on the side. He kind of has that like pulling in a little bit.
I was gonna say this is probably like the most vivid and busy one that we've seen, and some of it could just be from the light that I'm just happening to see it. But
right,
this thing looks incredible right here.
He could be a yellow belly dreamsicle, not confusion. I really doubt it, but it's possible. There's been some crazy yellow belly confusions.
Yeah, there's two lines there on the back, and then the same busyness on the sides there.
Yeah, he's got a.
I know you got a meal in him, so no big deal, but
he's got a little happy face there.
Look at that, yeah. Jack-o'-lantern right there.
I mean, he's clearly, you can see the pattern edging. That's yellow belly.
That's classic yellow belly.
Classic, right? For sure, yellow belly. But his, I've produced yellow belly dreamsicles before, and they're not up to this level, even color-wise. And with the pattern and the fact that his dad's confusion. So
now, is this blushing here? Is that the yellow belly, you think, or is that just unique to that animal?
I think it's partially a yellow belly thing, but it could be. There's been like no confusion dreamsicles produced that I've ever seen. So if he is a confusion dreamsicle, there's nothing else to compare it to.
First,
yeah. So he's like 650 grams somewhere in there now. Cool. So he's basically ready. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, from the dad that I showed you, the blackhead.
Yep.
I did produce one blackhead yellow belly dreamsicle that I was very confident that's what it was, but I sold him.
Yeah.
So he's cool. His sister, I believe is the same thing as him, just without pied. And I've had multiple like acid and confusion experts tell me, that's confusion. And Justin wouldn't answer me on it though. He's like, I don't know about dreamsicles. And
I feel like sometimes, and I think he's talked about it some. I feel like he doesn't necessarily want to commit definitively sometimes, for fear of suddenly his name being attached to it, or somebody making, not that you would, but I mean, I'm just saying that somebody saying, oh well, Justin said it and it's on the record, and then it doesn't work out, and now it's not on the breeder, now it's on Justin, when he didn't ask for that, I think that sticks in his mind some,
and he probably gets 50 requests for IDs per day. So she's when she was a baby, I had regular lavenders, and she was like a whole different color.
Okay.
And I've had multiple people tell me that they think she's confusion, just like the way the whites look.
Right.
Is different. Mm-hmm. It's like a brighter white because that would be black.
That would be black on the typical animal.
And her head stamp's crazy. She's got those like weird eye stripes that kind of come back to a point.
Yep. Yeah, little horns,
Yeah. She had, it's pretty, it should be a white belly. So she's clearly yellow belly.
Yeah.
Clearly yellow belly.
But acid does that, or confusion does that really kind of crazy stuff too.
Yeah.
It's hard to see though with that animal.
Right, it is.
I mean, you can see something's there, but you can't. It's not as vivid as just an acid, a single gene acid would be.
I wish I had one of her siblings that was just a plain lavender to compare to her right now. But when they were babies, it was obvious they're two very different, and I don't think yellow belly is enough to explain how different they were.
Right, I see.
Especially with all the kind of the pattern, but at the same time, I'd kind of expect a little more pattern anomalies with confusion. So it's like,
well, yeah, and compared to that one we just saw, now that was a pied, of course. But,
I think pied, it definitely makes a big difference.
It jumbles and kind of, I like to say, it sort of smears pattern, But
Pastel Dreamsicle, and Justin did ID her for me. And but it's obvious what she is. So she's not too far off from breeding. And you can kind of see how the pastel really pushes in a whole bunch more yellows.
Yeah, there's pinks and oranges in there, man. I don't know if the camera will get it properly, but that is incredibly vivid, especially for that size. Too.
Right, yeah, usually and then she's just getting better. It's getting more vivid as she gets older. Yeah. Justin has said the yellow belly pastel dreamsicle combo is one of the best, if not like the best color-wise for an adult.
Where do you want to take that? You want to put like Enchi in it, or you want to go with the confusion, or where's your...
the confusion is the blackhead confusion, just putting blackhead and confusion into this.
Purples in there, get the really dark genes.
But either one, I mean, I have the ODYB one from Aussie, but I don't want to put anything yellow belly with the yellow belly.
No, you don't want to bury that in the white. Yeah.
No ivories.
No.
So she's going to be going.
What a disaster that'd be, huh?
Oh yeah. Of course, Justin has produced a few ivory dreamsicles that look kind of neat, but you're not going to be able to ID them. No. So it's hard enough to ID these things.
Yeah, especially double recessive buried under white. You don't want that.
Yeah. So he can't. I can't put him with her because he's yellow belly. So it's basically the dad, the blackhead confusion. Kind of that's my one shot with her. She's close. She's probably 1,300 grams now, so she's not far off at all.
We should take a look at her today too for you.
Yeah.
Just for kicks, even if you don't want to do it now, just to see if she's.
It'd be interesting to see.
Mature,
I've never used an ultrasound, so I'm kind of excited.
Well, it's a 2-person job, so you're gonna, you're gonna get hands-on with me on it.
So this is a girl right here, yellow belly dreamsicle, that has had 3 locks. With that boy. She's parked on the heat right now, and she's.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's got the big ridge in the middle too, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping she's building, or maybe even close to ovulating. Who knows? Yeah. But you can see how like the pastel, all this white area turned bright yellow. With her, that's her sister that we just saw. Okay. So pastel makes a big difference. People are kind of like.
And so this one has no pastel.
No pastel.
Yeah, it does.
Just yellow belly.
Yeah, the contrast from that the pastel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll grab her out and you can look.
There we go. Yeah,
side by side.
Side by side. Yeah.
You can see how clear difference. I try to tell people, think of like, especially like clown, like pastels, junk, blah blah blah. Like they don't like it, but
be in the right situation though.
I mean, you can just see like that turns into yellow as opposed to that white. And I don't know if it's a yellow belly thing, but a lot of with lavenders, you're looking for lavenders to come in here, and there's like very little lavender in her, which is it's whether you like that or not.
Right, it's a stylistic choice, but no, and I agree on even I say just pieds are amazing, but on just pieds. Pastel is phenomenal in pieds. Like it's almost required in pieds. Maybe.
Right, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, whereas clowns, I would agree with most people. It doesn't do much for me. Although I've seen them in the right combos do amazing things in clowns too.
This is a pastel pied I produced.
Yeah,
she's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that vivid color.
I mean, that's a lot of color for just a pastel.
Yeah, usually those would be your oranges and browns, and continue to brown, but they'll just keep staying vivid on that.
They get a lot more striping. That's where all that striping comes in, so it's translate to Dreamsicles nicely.
Snake is like, can I hit that microphone cover?
She sometimes is out as soon as I open the cage. So these 3 girls here, these 2 are from Garrick the Meyer, Constrictor Designs. He produced those 2.
I have. You know what's really funny? I have a 2014 double het female from him. That's what's
lavender pine. Really?
That's what's sitting out there.
Okay, probably same genetics.
It's probably related to those. Yeah.
I know these 2 had different moms, same dad.
Okay.
I bet you that dad went with something that probably made yours.
I actually have his. I just have a picture of it because the snake something loaned to me. I didn't buy it. Okay. But it's Garrick's handwriting in the past 5 years of what it produced. Yeah, from 2017 through 2021. It's got the
he sold it
breeding history on it. Yeah. How incredibly cool were those animals? Future goals, right? I'm pretty excited. Actually, I've got 2 clutches this year where I could make my very first visual Dreamsicles. I also have 2 clutches, those same 2 clutches where I might not get any visuals out of them. So we'll have to see. I've got hets involved in there, and so you guys know how that goes. That's a whole other episode. We won't get into that. Huge thanks to Ryan down on Palm Coast Biological Canvas. Thank you so much. Go check him out on Morph Market and Instagram. Please, his links are all down below as well in the description. In the meantime, keep it right here on the Proper Royals channel. I'll tell you everything that I got going on here at Proper Royals. I'll also tell you everybody that I'm hanging out with when I'm checking out cool snakes out on the road. I'll share it all right here. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me today. See ya!